What's up, good people, and welcome or welcome back to my channel where we bond over our favorite TV shows, trending topics, and everything in between that we care about. So today, what we are going to do is talk about something that I guess I care about because it's so close to me and my life. So as some of you guys know, the trending topic regarding Darius Cook, aka Darius Williams, aka Darius Crooks, is pretty much a national trending topic at this point, which is good. Yeah, because I had a personal relationship with him at one point many years ago. Yeah, this situation is very personal to me, drudging up some things and, feelings and all of that kind of stuff. So nevertheless, because I talk about trending topics and things that I care about, this falls under both of those categories. So I got to push forward. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be basically doing a reaction video, looking at a video that was posted earlier today by Chef Kitchenista, who pretty much is the queen warrior / catalyst for this whole movement to stop Darius Crooks. And we'll get into why that's all happening. This is all a part of this video, kind of give some clarity on it, because we're kind of hearing things out in these internet streets and it's like, oh, it's just a Twitter beef, or well, that's the narrative somebody's putting out there, which is totally not true. It may have been the origins on some level, but it's not really what this is about at all at this point. But we'll get into all of that. So before we get into that, make sure if you are new to this channel to hit that subscribe button below so that you can join one of the most evolved subscriber families in these YouTube streets. Also, if you are already not a part of our VIP text community, this would be a great time for you to also send me a text, join the text community. That's a place where we connect on a closer level. I do personal posts, communicate. Our VIPs kind of know what was happening yesterday and why I didn't get a video out. You guys don't because you're not VIP. But if you want to be a VIP to get that kind of extra interaction, also, I will send updates of when I upload new videos, because we unfortunately cannot rely on YouTube to notify us about those sort of things. And then also, if you want to communicate with me, so it's a one-on-one kind of back and forth, better than DMs, because you're guaranteed that I'm going to see it. And lastly, I should say, make sure to like this video, or you can thumbs down it too if you're, not feeling what I'm talking about, the subject matter, or you have a difference of opinions. Either way, it's engagement and it helps my channel to grow. So whether you're viewing it, liking or disliking, it's all helping my channel grow. So I appreciate that. With that being said, let's get into this video and what this is all about. So once again, I just need people to understand that I am following up on this or keeping up with this and basically in the fight. So basically, no matter what narrative is out there, I need people. Well, I don't need people, but I'm just going to put out there what's really going on with me and the reason why I am involved in this situation with a person who I have not spoken with in a decade nearly, is because of my personal experience with that person that is very similar to a lot of the survivors who are coming forward. And for me, I am going to continue until we get healing and justice for those hardworking people who have been scammed over the past decade. And we're talking hundreds, if not 1,000 or so. We'll know in a while. But those people that have been victimized, that doesn't sit well with my soul. I'm so sorry. So I could really give a about anybody who got any kind of feelings that are opposed to the actions that I'm taking to make sure that this sees the day of light and that Darius Cooks, aka Darius Williams, is fully exposed for his crimes against humanity, because that's basically what we're looking at. This is huge, people, and we're going to keep showing you as we continue to go. So as I said before, this video is basically going to give us the origins of how Kitchenista got involved, and then it kind of leads into eventually where we are now. And then also I felt the need to really share this and do a reaction to it with the permission of Kitchenista, because of the fact I'm seeing a lot of telephoning going on the internet where people are hearing versions of the stories from other people and not reading for themselves and basically looking at everything that's out there. And therefore, the truth is kind of getting mixed up in it. And it's starting to look like it's something that it's not. And additionally, I know some of that confusion that is being caused is on purpose. And the additional reason I wanted to speak on this and not have it just coming from Kitchenista is the fact that Darius seems to be very confused at why any of this is happening. And, he's just living his life and all of a sudden this comes up. So for some reason, he's having a lapse of memory and cannot recall what he may have done over a decade to hundreds of people that may have caused us all to be here. Not that we wanted to be here, but his actions caused us all to be here. And so we're just responding to something he created, basically. So before we get into this video, I definitely want to make sure, although we are watching a video from Kitchenista's YouTube channel, I want to make sure you guys go over there, make sure to subscribe, show her some love. She is a chef. She's a personal chef. She's a great chef. She has a few videos on her YouTube channel, and she has more activity on her Instagram, and she's also very active on Twitter. So go to her YouTube channel, definitely subscribe, show her some love. She's starting to post videos there again, and she has some videos up. And then also definitely make sure to follow her on her Instagram and Twitter. She has on her Instagram other, cooking videos and photos and recipes and all kind of things that, hey, all of us like when it comes to food. So definitely check her out there and on Twitter. And I guarantee your eyes and your stomach, if you decide to make some of those recipes, are definitely going to thank you for it. Okay, so with that, let's get into the actual video. It's a pretty short video, so only a couple minutes. So we're going to watch it together, and then I'll give my commentary. And we'll see what the people in the internet's got to say about all this too, because they always got comments. Let's see.
When you click the Darius Crooks hashtag, you'll find a number of articles accusing Darius Williams, aka Darius Cooks, of being a scammer. Yep, that's me, the Kitchenista. You're probably wondering how I got here.
Oh, to this day, we are still trying to figure out what is this girl's MO.
Let me say this girl we're
the
talking
Kitchenista.
About.
Well, I don't know who the girl is he's talking about because I'm 39 years old. My name is Angela Davis, also known as the Kitchenista. I'm a private chef and digital cookbook author, and I live in Detroit, Michigan. In 2012, I started a food blog called the Kitchenista Diaries. If you're familiar with my Twitter feed, it's usually about recipes, food, my daughter, a little bit of shade, and lately, a lot about this guy. Here's what happened when Darius sat down with Larry Reed, who happens to be facing his own allegations.
You know her.
Never met her a day in my life.
Went on her Instagram and I researched.
And she's obsessed with me.
Well, obsessed is the strong word. I'd say I'm passionate about exposing fraudulent food bloggers. Here's my Instagram feed. In July, I had well over 3,000 posts. 10 of them were about the allegations surrounding Darius Williams. This is the first one, and it was made on June 8th. We'll come back to that later. Here's what Darius had to say about our first interaction in 2014.
2014, 7 years ago.
Okay.
Somebody mentioned she and I in the same tweet. It was a positive. It was like, two of my favorites or whatever, So she replied something negative about, my recipes aren't real recipes, something to that effect.
Here's what really happened. On December 28th, 2014, Darius searched his name in the middle of the night and found a conversation between me and another chef critiquing his food. Darius screenshotted the conversations and posted them to Instagram in 2 separate posts back to back. We were harassed by his fans for a week. For the record, I stand by everything I said.
That was her generalization. Okay. She's very outspoken, right?
I saw.
Okay, so she doesn't hold back from saying whatever she feels like she needs to say. So it was 2014 when she said that, I tweeted her back and I was like, sis, it ain't but a couple of black people, doing this work. We should be cool, right? Because it's still not a whole lot of black folks doing this work, but it really wasn't.
But here's the thing. I've always been proud to be part of the black food community. In fact, I've always been outspoken about the lack of representation. This was an article published in 2012 where I was interviewed among other prominent chefs in the industry. I'm not sure where Darius was for that conversation.
Yeah, but it really wasn't, and no doubt she probably can cook, right? But,
He knows I can fucking cook. Let's not.
When she replied back, she said, just because we are black does not mean we have to be cool. That's what she told me.
That was 2014.
2014, and then she blocked me in 2014.
So here are those interactions again from Twitter in 2014. I did block Darius that day on all social platforms, not because he was black, but because he was being abusive and I had no respect for his food or the way he was using his platform. As you'll soon see, not much has changed since 2014. In my next post, I'll explain how a viral lasagna video was a catalyst for exposing one of the biggest scammers social media has ever seen. To support my work, digital cookbooks are available at www.kitchenistadiaries.com.
That's right, people. She has e-cookbooks, which are on her website, which I'm going to have in the description area below, so you can easily click on the link and definitely show her some support. So as we see, this started out basically in a situation where the Kitchenista and another chef colleague had their own opinion when it came to Darius and his level of cooking. They didn't really think it was all that. And that's their opinion, and they're entitled to it. And they were on their own platforms communicating, and that grind his gears. And so Darius pretty much did when he reached out and couldn't get her to, I don't know, maybe he couldn't charm her the way that he's used to charming people to kind of get them to do what he wants them to do. And that created him to be in his feelings, and then basically tried to commence to troll them both actually on the Twitters and in the internet, and also have the Beehive do the same, which is a pattern that we have seen and now can document. And there are tons of cases of situations like that, and some have become very volatile, and stalkers appearing, calling people, threatening their lives at their homes, and reading addresses out loud to them of them and their family members. And this is all because they like a social media influencer. It's a lot. That's a lot. And that's only, trust me, that's a very, well, only small portion in the sense of some of the other things are just straight up crimes. But this one, you know, in particular is egregious because it's bullying people and, you know, threatening people's lives and making it uncomfortable. And all of that it's just not, it's not moral. It's not cool, especially for an online situation. So with that, let's do what we do over here, which is we get into the comments. Like, we get into our own comments, of course, but we get into the comments that's in them internet streets, and we just see what they're talking about. We see, you know, take the pulse of the peoples. So the first one is actually, this is Kitchenista, and this is her IG, where she's summarizing pretty much this post that included this video. And she says, it's exhausting to unpack so many damn lies. But in order to understand the allegations against hashtag Darius Crooks, that's exactly what needs to be done. I'm committed to telling the truth from the beginning. As far as my involvement, it all started a few days after Christmas back in 2014. I love this part. Get in, losers. We're exposing scammers. Yes, we are. And then she says part 2 coming Sunday. So be definitely looking out for that. And like I said, subscribe to her channel so that you can see that, and follow her on IG and Twitter too. So let's see, who is our first commenter. There we go. This person says, I'm 100% in your corner. There is no way it is easy for you to visit and revisit all of this. That you are willing to do so, to document it so carefully, speaks to your strength and your integrity. You have a whole army of support here. Yes, she absolutely does. And she has the hashtag Stop Darius Crooks coalition behind her as well. And I'm a proud member. All right, next one. Clearly, only icons can be named Angela Davis. I stand with sis. Yeah, I didn't even notice that correlation that Angela Davis, aka Kitchenista, has the same name as the political activist Angela Davis. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool when you think about it, and interesting because this is a this is a movement, and it has to be. It's so big. It's so ridiculous. Okay, next one. We appreciate you, Angela, and thank you for the work you do. And then they go on to say, I already own all of your digital cookbooks, but will now be purchasing them as gifts for others. That's a great idea. And I didn't think about it until I read that post, because I've also purchased her e-cookbooks already. And yeah, it didn't occur to me that, yeah, I could still support by buying more and giving them to people. So we'll be working on that. And yeah, the same for you guys. If you already have her cookbook or you're not into cooking like that, you could also still support by purchasing the ebooks and then gifting them to someone else. You know, birthdays, holidays. You can do them early for Christmas. All right, next one. This person says, ha ha ha, ha, I definitely needed the Cliff Notes version. Yeah. I'm noticing because I'm so close to the situation and behind the scenes, seeing every story, hearing everything, and putting things together, it's overwhelming even to me. I was about to say it's not confusing to me. Yes, fuck. Yes, I was about to curse. Yeah, it's effing confusing to me as well. So I can kind of get it. Yeah, I can get it how the public is kind of all over the place with like, oh my God, what is this? And even the Black Enterprise article, which I will be doing a video on. Actually, that'll be after this video. Yeah, because I get it, because the Black Enterprise article was a work of art, in my opinion. And the editor-in-chief, Kia Morgan Smith, actually did a very great job of investigating, interviewing multiple people, including myself. And so, and when I was reading, it was a lot. And as I was watching different videos and people who are actually reading it, the comment I kept hearing was, oh my God, this is long. Like everyone's used to, you know, short pieces that you can read in, you know, 2 minutes maybe. And this is not that, but that's because what it is that has been done, it's so much of it. It's a lot. So I get it. And so the Cliff Notes, as this person said, having the Cliff Note version was actually really good. And so, yeah, I mean, we have to try to get the information out in various ways. And so this is one of those ways, like through visual media, because you have to attract to people's learning styles anytime you're presenting information. Some people are readers, and that's how they'll best receive information. You have people who are kinesthetic, and so they kind of got to touch it, feel it, be around it, see it. And, you know, so you got to appeal to all those different learning styles. And so that's what we're doing. And it's going to take time. It just is what it is. So, but we're going to make it happen. So let's see who's next. This person says, okay, so this def makes things a lot more clear at Kitchenista. It was obvious by the comments you made publicly in 2014 that you didn't respect his work. He's allowed to be upset about that and respond to that. Now, all the other beef and allegations of abuse that came after that, I don't have an opinion on because I don't know much about it. But based off of this video alone, it looks like you fired the first shot. I'm not taking sides. I'm just pointing out what I feel should have been the obvious. Am I missing something? Yes, you are missing that this is not about a beef. It's not about a Twitter beef at this point. This is way beyond that at this point. Through this, which I feel like was an act and a move of God, to be honest, because even my involvement was an act of God. And I'll get into that one day of how that actually happened, because yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, this at this point is not about that. This is about the crimes against humanity, the scamming, the mental abuse, the bullying, the, you know, all these lives that have been wrecked, and just crimes. Like, y'all will see. I'll just keep saying, like, I'm gonna quit saying it because you'll see. You'll see. Just listen to what's happening, you know, catalog it. Remember as we go, it keeps piling up. Try to keep on track, on the same path with us, and spread the word for sure. And that's all we asking right now. All right, what's next? Oh, okay, wait. This is the same one, but this is where Kitchenista actually responds. So I should have deleted that other one. Shouldn't have been in here. But anyway, Kitchenista says, you're missing the 10 years of this man scamming people. The F? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I ain't say the other part, but that's what I was thinking. Like, I get it. Like, people want to grab onto this piece of it, but we so far beyond that at this point. It's about the stuff that's been done, and it's still being done. Go ahead. What's next? Y'all sound real loud and dumb in these comments trying to blame Angela for the man's actions. Make it make sense. Anywho, can't wait for part 2. Got my popcorn ready. Right. Y'all need to be getting y'all popcorn ready around here too, because some stuff coming. This is just because things start moving a little quicker than I was prepared for. So this got ahead of some of my projects, but we still getting the information out there, and that's what's important. Okay, next one. Who's next? This person says, both these dudes, Larry and Darius, give off bad vibes. Yeah, well, this person here is talking about the interview that Darius Cooks did with Larry Reid live on Saturday, this past Saturday. And Darius was responding to the allegations in his own special way and creating his own narratives. And yeah, so that's what we were tortured by for about an hour, with nothing really getting really talked about in a real way. The questions could only be allowed by Larry Reid's Patreon subscribers. So that's, for those of you who don't know, it's like our VIP basically, but it's a whole like YouTube piece where they can have videos and interact and all that stuff. So anyway, only the Patreon people were allowed to comment. And I know for a fact that in the general comment section on YouTube, they were blocking and deleting comments. So it was not an unbiased interview by any means. It was pretty much a fangirl interview. And yes, I said fangirl. Next. All right. It says, I stand with you. If this person's ego is so fragile that he can't take two of his counterparts critiquing his work, he needs to get out of the game. As the old folks say, a hit dog will holler. He knew it was the truth. I love that. A hit dog will holler. Holla. Yeah, it's, you know, many of us have been in situations where people did not value our work, you know, and it's fine. People have a difference of opinion. Darius insulted my talent or abilities right on Larry Reid live on Saturday. So he can do it, but somebody else can't do it to him. You know, that seems a little one-sided. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? Right. So, and what I will say is Darius is definitely talented in many ways, actually. What he is not is like a culinary genius. I'm not giving him that, but he can cook. I've had plenty of his cooking. He can cook. He's a great regular cook. And I'm sure his skills have grown, you know, in the 10 years since he scammed me. But, you know, that was the last time I had his cooking. So I'm sure he's gotten better. But yeah, he was just a good cook, just a really, really, really good cook, but not a chef. So it is what it is. But who's next? I used to follow him and always thought he was way too messy with the customers that had issues with shipping. Didn't know about the scams. After seeing your post, I stopped following. I can't support someone like that. Neither can I, because he used to be my friend and I used to really support him. So I get it. What did I miss here? Yes. So the other piece is there's a lot of conversation about how he treats his customers who don't receive the goods and services that they were promised by him. So when they bring that to light in the public, because they can't get him behind, you know, in private, because he doesn't answer emails and stuff, then he gets offended and then blocks them and never answers them. So we have a lot of those receipts as well. So yeah, it's a good thing that this person is now informed and they won't be dealing with that. And they actually got to see for themselves how messy he gets with his customers. But on Larry Reid Live, he said that, you know, he has no customer service issues, and because he does those Instagram lives and stuff. And I'm just confused at why you need to do them if you have no customer service issues. But maybe because you're trying to run all those businesses by yourself with day labor. Who does that? Okay, next one. We believe you. He thinks he can hide on he thinks he can hide on TikTok where people aren't privy to his ish. Right. I'm starting to get my TikTok back together too. So he ain't gonna be able to hide over there too long. All right, let's go. Next one. LOL. He knows he can't F and cook. I make all my pasta fresh because of you. So they're saying because of Kitchenista's culinary training through her videos, I guess, that they have learned to make fresh pasta and not out of a box. Yeah. This one says, rooting for you and appreciate your labor. Though I hate you have to do all this lifting. And then they're crying. May we see some justice because he must be stopped. Yes, we need justice and healing. Like hearing these stories, I tell you, it takes a toll on you if you have feelings for people. Just hearing all the sad stories and I don't know, people's trust who he gained on a personal level, like thinking they were friends. And then, you know, like me, actually groomed me for almost a decade before he got me. I had a person that was so funny. I had a person in one of my comments on Instagram, I think it was, and yeah, they commented that pretty much I didn't know what I was talking about, that they've known him personally for 6 years, and that's not the kind of person that he is. And I was like, okay, congratulations for you, because I dated him for 2 years and was besties with him for like another 7 or 8 years. So, and he waited until that last year to get me. So prior to that, I didn't think he was a person I couldn't trust, around my credit card or around my social security number or nothing like that. So yeah, I don't know. Desperate times, desperate measures. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get that answer why he did that to me and another very, very close friend of his. It wasn't just me in our situation. I mean, there were hundreds of others in Chicago, but on a personal level. Anyway, next one. I do wish at least one of the publications had done some actual research and investigation to back up your own excellent work and to be able to take advantage of actually interviewing him and push back on his lies. But kudos to you for bringing everything to light. And then they said, also, this is a good video. And then I replied, and you don't see it here, but I replied and I was like, did you read the Black Enterprise article? Because it was there. Like everything you just said that isn't out there, that no one has done, was actually very well done by Black Enterprise magazine and Kia Morgan Smith on Monday. Go check it out. And any of you who haven't, I'll actually link it in this video. I'm gonna remember to start linking stuff. So I'm gonna link it in this video below. Actually, I'll try to link all the articles that are out that I'm aware of. Well, the ones that I've gotten, because today I didn't do any grabbing of that stuff today. But yeah, I'll link a few of I'll just say that I'll link a few of the articles down below in this description area so that you can, get even more perspective than the little tidbit we're giving you here, because this is nowhere near. Yeah, this is pretty much like an overview of the origins of how all of this started to evolve, this movement. So this is nowhere near, because some people gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, that don't mean he a scammer because all you talked about was the Twitter stuff. Well, because this video ain't about that. Click on the links below where the articles will be, especially the Black Enterprise one, which I'll make sure it's first. That's where you'll get the meat of the story until I start putting out more content about this in detail. All right, next one. Don't make me mad. All right, this person says, you keep it coming. Clap, 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 clap. And this person says, keep your foot on his neck. That's the plan. I say that every day almost. We got our foot on his neck. That's right. All right. I'm confused by the number of people who are focused on the who started it aspect. How do you look at this overwhelming amount of evidence, about his actions through the years, exactly, and then and the only conclusion you come up with is, Angela, you started it. It's like kids on the playground, right? Don't matter. All the other stuff don't matter. Yeah, that was a great, excellent point. Please take heed to what they just said. Please get out of the nuances of the Twitter back and forths. That's not it, people. That is not it. Because I'm on Twitter acting a fool too. And if y'all go over there, y'all see it. But that's still not what this is really about. I mean, I'm getting information out at the same time, but the truth is that's just me trolling, because after 10 years of somebody, devastating you, I get to now finally get his attention, because I didn't have a way to do that before. Anyway, next. All right. They say she cooks and makes mini docs. Fire. Right. She's extremely talented. And the Kitchenista replies and says, at the same damn time. That's right. Superwoman. She cooking and making documentaries. All right. Next one. I'm a home cook and baker. Self-taught. I love what I do. Unfortunate that you have to deal with this, but eye-opening at the same time. Keep handling your business. This info is much needed. Fire. Exactly. It's needed. Some people don't know yet. Some people don't even know we're helping. We're trying to, protect them, and it's fine. It is what it is. They'll get it at a certain point. You got to think about all of the people who have been a part of major movements, who've been in the forefront. They usually are always vilified in the very beginning. You got to look at, and now I'm not saying we, because I was going to use Martin Luther King as an example, but I ain't trying to say we Martin Luther King by any stretch of the imagination. However, it is a similar situation in the sense of him and Malcolm X, and everybody else is escaping me right now, but there are plenty of people, and Marsha P. Johnson. I mean, the list goes on and on of those who were in the front of a movement are always vilified. Like, you know, you're stirring up stuff, you're causing trouble, you're a troublemaker. You know, Martin Luther King was known as a troublemaker, even, you know, after he was assassinated. It was after a while he became, you know, like a deity. And, you know, now there's nothing but good stuff that well, for the most part, there's nothing but good stuff that comes out. Yeah, but as the FBI files are redacted, when do they become okay, that's a whole, I'm getting to all that. Okay, so y'all know my nerdy brain goes places. Okay, what's next? This person says, I love this. I'm privy to what's happening, but this is good. I'll be tuned in. Beverly, what you on the team? Let me find out. Okay. Yes, it is. It's definitely, even for me, because I'm, you know, close to the situation, but there was some pieces connecting and, you know, timeline kind of thing that I was actually a little off with. And I knew that, like, there were gaps in the details that I knew of. And this cleared up a couple things for me as well, as close as I am to everything that's happening. Okay, but let's go so we can go ahead and get ready to get out of here. What we got? You just got a couple more people, well, a few more, I'll say. Not too many. What, 4, 5 more after this one. All right, let's go. This person says, thank you, Angela. What you're doing is important. Everyone, get those digital cookbooks. You can see the hard work and caretaking throughout. Well worth every single penny. You won't be disappointed. Yeah, so I'm glad that they're sharing with us that her ebooks are quality, her e-cookbooks, I should say, are quality. So definitely check it out. It's not, you know, a ebook or hard copy book that you'll get with missing measurements and upside down pages and things like that. I mean, there's somebody selling those kind of cookbooks, but Angela's not that person, because she's not really just doing this for the money. She's trying to, you know, thrive and survive and all that. But some people just only about the money. And we'll get into that too. All right, who's next? Wow, this was well put together and very informative. Keep doing your thing. All right, who next? I love and support you, Angela. Right, that's right. Definitely our queen warrior, Angela. We got to support and love her. Who's next? Woo, with the receipts. Angela always comes with the receipts. Always. I'm learning from her. Oh, am I learning? Okay, next. So this person is responding to someone. I think this person, because I just noticed I don't have it threaded together, but this person was basically commenting about why, I guess, Angela is coming out almost like, you know, it's a Twitter fight thing, Twitter beef, still, you know, with that narrative that Darius put out there. But anyway, so this person says, so it's not her only speaking out about what happened to her personally. She's also speaking up for several others that don't have as much of a voice as she does. Partially true. But the problem I'm going to disagree with where it says several others from that second to last line. It's hundreds. A few hundred, if not 1,000. I swear, I think we're going to end up at 1,000. I think by the time we're done, to be honest. Yeah, so she is definitely speaking up for a great mass amount of people, and people coming daily. Today I was too busy trying to get this video out to y'all, so I had to check out. Couldn't be doing that today because it pulls you in. It's a lot. Last one. Let's go. This person says, I will be purchasing your digital cookbooks today. That's right. And I hope those of you who are watching this are saying the same thing. I'm reading your mind. And if you are, I can't see this thing because I ain't got my glasses on. But hold on. Let me see what's going on. I know I sound like I got an attitude because I'm mad, disappointed. My old friend. There you go. Kitchenista's website. That's where you can get her. She has 3 e-cookbooks. I almost always want to forget saying the cookbook part and just say e-book. But yeah, she has 3 e-cookbooks, and they're very affordable. Like, they're very affordable. I can't remember the exact amount, but it wasn't even, I don't even think I paid $20. I can't remember, but I was like, this it? I gotta have a conversation with her about that. So, so get on it before them prices go up because they need to. So, yes, that part. Well, I'm gonna leave this up for a minute, but basically, and this is another reason why I'm saying support Kitchenista, because once you guys really see this in full light, once it all comes out, once it all comes out, as much have is gonna happen. You guys are really gonna see how much of a catalyst for change that she's been in this. And this has been for me, and I'm gonna talk about this more in future videos. And honestly, it was just, this part wasn't on my radar until this situation and being in this moment and just the stuff I'm seeing and learning, Jesus, that we need to hashtag protect Black women. That's been a tag that I'm putting on almost every time I tweet now, because there's a predator in our midst. And it's not just one, because I've seen, most of you have seen stuff where they're saying, protect Black women, protect women, etc. And this one is for me and you as women, because the majority of you out here watching are women. You guys know this stuff, right? like you late to the party. I am. And not that I didn't think that women in general, and specifically and especially in this particular case, Black women, not that I didn't think that you guys needed to be protected, but I didn't see how predators prey on the parts, I don't know, the most, I guess, prey on the nature of women in a way to be nurturing. And it's a whole thing. I don't know. I can't process it right now, or I can't articulate. I'll say that. I can't articulate it right now. But just seeing not only someone preying on women who are fully unaware of the love bombing that's happening. Like, there's some psychological stuff in there. If you read a book, you'll know what's going on here. And once you even study or Google what love bombing is, you're like, oh my God, this is textbook of what's happening over there. However, the fact that those ones who have women who have come forward have not been heard until this queen warrior, Angela Davis, aka Kitchenista, who was relentless, would not give up no matter what people were saying to her, no matter how many people was like, you doing too much, you look crazy, you messing up your brand, all these things that people were saying to her. She was pressing forward. And because of that determination, and because she was pressing forward, more people started to feel comfortable to come out, including myself. Well, for one, I didn't know this. I didn't know. I knew the stuff back in the day. I did. I definitely knew what happened back in the day, but I didn't have a voice. I didn't have a platform. I couldn't really do that much about it. And all of us in Chicago, like the group, everybody who was around here, it's funny when I even posted some stuff, how many people came out like, oh, we knew this was going to happen, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Jesus, how many people knew about this? And just, we was just we didn't have a way to get it out to the masses. And so Kitchenista has been that catalyst. And so, yeah, I don't want to keep rambling about that, but it's just makes me proud of her. Yeah, it just makes me proud of her. Makes me proud that a woman, a Black woman at that, was the person who shifted the tides on this situation. That's been a decade overdue. So for that, she will always have a special place in my heart. Not to mention that she's an Aries too. Y'all don't be messing with Aries. Y'all can't do that. We nice and sweet and all that stuff, but we got these horns and we get to ramming y'all. We don't know how to stop. You got two of us. Well, no, it's three of us now to think about it. It's three of us and we got horns. You can't mess with us. We cute and cuddly like a ram, but them horns, once you get them to come out, they just keep ramming you and they won't stop until they break it. Okay, anyway, what's next? Oh, so yeah, while we're protecting our Black women, part of that is going to Kitchenista's website, and that is the kitchenista.e-junkie.com. And again, that's going to be in our description area below. Make sure you go over there and support. Again, even if you don't, cook, need any e-cookbooks, there's people around you who need them. Buy them, give them to them as a gift. And you don't even got to go to their house. I know some of you still afraid of the variant. So you buy this e-cookbook, I should say, and you can go ahead and see that as an email. Ain't even no hassle. So handle that. Comment below if you've done it. Just let me know. Or hit me up on our VIP. Tell me you about the book. Make me feel good. Okay. Who's next? What's next? What am I doing? Okay, next. Her YouTube channel. Yes, Kitchenista has a YouTube channel, and it's the Kitchenista. Go over there. Definitely subscribe because we want to, we want to grow her platforms even more, and also help increase her revenue as well by buying her cookbooks and whatever other services and stuff she starts to offer. Probably if you're in the Detroit area, you can have her as a personal chef too. But I don't know. I don't run her business, so y'all, reach out to her about all that. All right. What's next? And lastly, in regards to this, definitely remember to follow Angela on Instagram and Twitter at The Kitchenista. She's a hoot on Twitter, and she has a lot of great pictures on Instagram. Yes. So with that, that's all for this video. I think I've said as much as I can say that I got up here and here, but, got to do that some time. It's a process. But with that, thank you guys for watching. Definitely remember, if you are not already a part of the EOV VIP text community, this would be a great time for you to text me at that number below. I will respond. And it's me. It's not no computer or nothing like that responding. I think you might get like the first one alert or something might say welcome, and might be whatever my default message is that I put, or custom message I put in there. But it comes through like when you say hey or whatever you say, and it comes directly to me, and I know it's you, and I can actually, welcome you to the ELV family. And then again, as I stated, you'll get up close and personal. You get those, individual messages that are only going out to the VIP family, as well as the ability to send me messages about anything and everything. And also, the updates of when I upload new videos, because again, we cannot rely on YouTube for that anymore. So lastly, I keep saying lastly, and I think there's been a couple lastlies. I'm tired too. I need a nap, but I wanted to get this video out to y'all. But the other thing, I'll just say that. The other thing is to make sure, if you are new to this channel, make sure you take a little time, show me a little love. You lasted this long. I don't know how long this video is, but you lasted this long. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become a part of the most evolved subscriber family in these YouTube streets. And if you're on the other side right now and you feel like I'm a hater and all this other stuff, just keep coming back. You'll eventually realize what's really happening here, and, go ahead and join. So, you can keep visiting for a while. You'll get it. And, either way, make sure to like this video because it helps this channel grow. Even without the clout chasing, this channel grows, and it was growing, and it will continue to grow. So, for those of you who think that for some reason this little story, well, it ain't little. It's not a little. I can't even diminish it like that. I can't even lie. It's not a little story. It's huge. It's probably going to be historic by the time it's done. My friend did this. My ex-friend, my ex-best friend did this. Or bestie. He wasn't my best friend, but he was my bestie. He was one of my road dogs. Yeah, and I was so proud of him. Even after he scammed me, I still was rooting for him. I would brag about him and everything. He never knew that. But anyway, with that, until next time, until I upload the next video, make sure to take care and be blessed. Oh, no, wait. I didn't say what our word is for this video. If you've lasted this long, make sure to comment below to let me know that you lasted this long. Protect Black women. Protect women in general, so I don't want anybody to get offended, but this specifically, because of this situation, is about protecting Black women, because that's my movement now. Like, once this even get done, this ish got to stop. It's not okay. It's not okay. And then y'all gonna get me emotional. Anyway, with that, till next time, till I upload the next video, make sure to take care and be blessed. Peace.